A massive field of 2-litre saloon stock cars descended on sunny Skegness Raceway for a very important weekend of their 2021 season as they contest the UK Open Championship. Over 60 drivers are here from across England, Scotland and Northern Ireland to take on each other for the coveted title. Plenty of very hard-hitting action indeed is assured. So large is the entry that no fewer than 6 heats have to be held to decide the qualifiers for the UK Open. We've got a roundup of the heats in the first part of our programme, followed by the last chance qualifier where the top 6 qualify to the back of the grid for the main event. The UK Open Championship after that, then the Raymond Gunn tribute race and a Grand National all-comers to round out this very busy programme. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from the heats then. 6 heats being held, each driver racing in 3 of them. Heats at number 1 was led early on by Dom Davies until Nathan Oldham, the West Countryman in car 364, took over. There was chaos all the way down the pack. Leading lady of saloon stocks, Holly Glenn, in number 8 getting run in there. 601 Logan Bruce also taken out at half distance. Number 8 of Glenn was still under fire as the race went on. Plenty of push and shove on the turns, as you can see. It was Nathan Oldham out in front in the 364 car. Logan Bruce collected by all and sundry up on the turn. 219, the 719 car rather, taken out there. Dylan Booth left facing backwards on the turn. Nathan Oldham led until the final lap when world rankings leader number 600 Barry Russell from Scotland caught him. In went the bumper into the final turn. Russell at the inside, firing Oldham into the fence, and came through to take the win, with Warren Darby crossing the line in third in car 677. For heat number 2, the action went up a notch, if anything. Michael Allard getting run in by number 26, that of Tommy Barnes, which caused chaos down the home straight. The 941 car also getting caught up of Adam White, managed to keep going from that spin and put the bumper in on the 711 machine of Anthony McIver, one of the Northern Irish visitors, taking out Barnes in turn. There's plenty more mayhem towards the front of the field, with cars skittling everywhere on the turns. 199, veteran Phil Powell getting spun out down the home straight. Another of the West Country challengers, Jack Brandon, was taken out as well. But up front it was Stuart Sheville Jr. from Scotland who was dominating proceedings at the front of the field. 26 of Barnes was involved again. 573 Marty Lake beached on the infield tyres at turn 4. This is all typical Skegness saloon stock car action, just as hard-hitting as we always see. Mayhem involving that Barnes car. Number 26 was run in by Rowan Venny in the 370. 618 Stuart Sheville was cruising out in front, chased by Anthony McIver, who was a lap down. 341 of Austin Freestone was there in the blue car in second place. 484 crashed out. That's of Barry Lee, not to be confused with the hot rod legend of the same name. Stuart Sheville Jr. meanwhile went on to take the win. Complete chaos yet again reigned behind. It did in heat number 3 as well, with the 162 car taken out early. Then more mayhem came behind as they tried to avoid spun cars on the inside, and Levi Outen took a fearful impact climbing the fence, and a sudden stop into a fence post which brought out the caution. That was the biggest impact so far of the weekend. The 162 of Bradley Fox started that incident. He was spun out and collected by the 719 of Dylan Booth. Levi Outen went wide to avoid them, got a push from a couple of cars and wallop straight into a fence post, taking a sudden stop there, to say the least. 261 Dom Davies moving up from the bangers, led on the restart, but was spun aside by 380 of Lee Hopkins, another ex-banger man in one of the Smith family's cars. Further back the pack was a little more strung out, but a good fight started to develop for second place. 525 of Wesley Starmer in the green car moving through there. Hopkins cleared away in front. There's a huge battle reigned between around half a dozen cars for second place. 92 of Charlie Morphy coming through into second place. Wes Starmer was then stuffed into him by Michael Allard, the British champion in 349. He was spun out in turn, and pretty much everybody went skittling on the final turn. Hopkins took the win. Meanwhile, there was plenty of sort-outs behind. Michael Allard crossing the line in reverse for 9th place. Heat number 4 saw early chaos again. The number 14 car of Colin Savage spinning several cars around, a number of cars collecting the notorious infield tyres at Skegness for an early stoppage. Plenty of push and shove on the restart as number 28, Ian Govier, took the lead. The yellow flag stayed out on this particular restart, but nobody seemed to take any notice. That restart, not surprisingly, was aborted and the pack lined up again. Number 250 car of Sam Parrin was the early leader ahead of Ian Govier. Push and shove started again immediately as the green flags came out. That restart had to be aborted and they tried again with Ian Govier now up front following the demise of Sam Parrin. Stuart Twinton in second place and Austin Freestone in 3-4-1 in third place. One of a number of the Freestone family to have raced saloon stock cars over a period of years, having moved up from Bangers. Barry Russell was out there once again in the 600. 214, the Audi bodied car of Tom Yord was in the mix as well. Bumpers continued to fly in. 561 Aaron Totham sent flying down the home straight, and the 96 car being spun out as well. That of William Mitchell from Scotland. Stuart Chevel was in the thick of things again. Stuart Twinton battling it out with the 161 of Billy Smith, racing the Diggy Smith World Championship winning car. And Rowan Venny was picked up by Nathan Olden and walloped straight in no uncertain terms. There's some impact there for Rowan Venny. Plenty of impacts like that through the whole history of saloon stock car racing. Certainly got very busy in the midfield after that, but towards the end of the race, Ian Govier was certainly under fire from a number of pursuers. In the pink machine, the man from Devon. Into the final turn, he was caught in heavy backmarker traffic as everyone else went spinning and sliding into the wall in front of him. Somehow Ian Govier sneaked through the middle and was able to just hold off Stuart Chevel Jr. to claim the victory. Even mayhem after the checkered flag in heat number 4. Let's have a look at a roundup of the results then. Heat number 1 was won by Barry Russell, just ahead of Nathan Olden and Warren Darby following that last spin lunge. Aaron Totham and Northern Irishman Robert Mawhinney completing the top 5 ahead of Ryan Santry, Kyle Irvine and Dom Davies. Stu Chevel Jr. took the win for Scotland in heat number 2 with Austin Freestone in second and Jacob Downey in 2-1-8 third ahead of Lee Sampson and Wesley Starmer. Andrew Matheson and Lee Hopkins finishing behind them. Heat number 3 went to the 380 of Lee Hopkins, a relative newcomer to the saloon stock cars, ahead of Charlie Morphy. Graham Anderson taking third ahead of Dean Mays, the former English champion among others, and Tom Howard with Kyle Irvine in 6th. Heat number 4, Ian Govier held on through that traffic on the final turn to just head Stu Chevel Jr. over the line. Billy Smith in Diggy's car taking third. Austin Freestone with a good result in 4th ahead of Barry Russell. Of course, all 6 heats counting towards the grid for the UK Open Championship, each driver racing 3 times. This is heat number 5 then. 28 cars out there for this one as the sun sets on this Saturday evening in front of a huge crowd here at the Skegness Raceway. Kyle Irvine out there, Billy Smith in the red machine, 172, that is Jack Rust, I think, in the Audi A4 bodied machine. As the yellow flag is withdrawn, we go green for 16 laps of the Skegness Raceway. Start to sort themselves out already. The 172 getting taken out there down the straight. That's taken out Jack Brandon, almost. Stu Chevel Jr. going through the middle in that bit of chaos. 277 Jack Brandon, not the happiest of days so far. There's more cars facing the wrong way. 719 Dylan Booth, he's been in the wars so far. Early leader, Stuart Twinton in number 52, ahead of Austin Freestone and a few others in there. Let's see who's going to come through and take the win in this heat number 5 then. All points vital. The top 30 from the 6 heats overall go onto the grid qualifying order for the UK Open. They're joined by the top 6 from the last chance qualifier on Sunday on the back of the grid. There's number 129, that's one of the Morphys. Plenty of them racing saloon stocks these days. It's Will Morphy, I think, in the number 129 car. Continue to sort themselves out. Early pace setters being Stuart Twinton and the 697 of Jordan Cassie. I think Twinton's got a problem there, a bit of smoke from the red and white number 52 car. There's Dom Davies, number 261, making the move up to the Bangers this year, sign writer by trade. There's some very impressive paint jobs on various short oval cars over the years. There's Twinton, you can see that smoke there, under fire from Warren Darby in the 677. Your early leader 6.97. That's Jordan Cassie. 3.41 of Austin Freestone on the attack past Rowan Venny. Good to see Rowan back out after getting well and truly walloped into the wall earlier on. 1.53 is pulling up there. That's Ryan Wright, one of Northern Ireland's leading drivers. You see under all the armouring on these cars, mainly Ford Sierra and Mondeo bodied machines. A couple of Audis in there as well. 2.2 goes through there on the outside. That's Zach Gilmore. He's made the movement from the 1300 stock cars, effectively a smaller version of these machines, but no less hard-hitting. 7.30 Dean Mays, the national points champion a couple of years ago, as well as English champion in 7.30. Bumpers go in further back. Beautiful sunset here over the Skegness Raceway. Freestone is now up into the lead in car 3.41. He's had some good results. He could be in for a strong qualifying place here. On the curve there, Jack Brandon attacking the 6.07 car. That's one of the Honeyman family from Scotland, Stevie Honeyman. Most Cowden beef race war saloon stocks meetings turn into a inter-family battle between the Honeymans and the Chevels. They've been feuding with each other since, well, for as long as I can remember, really. 3.41 Austin Freestone has the lead. His brothers Wesley and Riley have raced with him for a few years, and Dad Les was a regular in the bangers as Warren Darby is spun out there in 6.77. That'll hamper his qualifying chances. 85, the blue car we saw go through there, Kyle Irvine. Through the ranks in Scotland over the years. Honeyman under fire from Jack Brandon. Will Morphy's in there, Billy Smith as well, and the 3.29 car in that group too. This is great stuff under the floodlights here at Skegness. 4.28 Lee Sampson getting involved as well, and the 38 of Barry Glenn. See so many Scottish and Northern Irish drivers here. Jack Brandon taken wide there by Billy Smith in the 1.61. No Diggy Smith this weekend, world champion. Stu Cheville making a move here in 6.18. It's ahead of Austin Freestone. Freestone will try and attack back again as Jack Brandon gets caught up there with Stu Cheville and Wesley Freestone back up the inside. This could affect the battle for the lead. They're side by side over the line. Cheville under fire. There's a stationary yellow there. Could be a stationary yellow anyway with so many stranded cars. The 6.22 car gets walloped straight in there. We're in the closing stage. That was Gary Patterson in 6.22. Who's it going to be as they come to the line then? I think Stu Cheville's a lap down, so it's likely that it's going to be Austin Freestone here. Side by side with Jack Brandon. We saw him in problems earlier on, but I think it's going to be Austin Freestone. It's tricky to follow in the closing stage of this one, but the flag drops on Austin Freestone, number 3.41. Confirm the rest of the result in a moment as 2.18 gets sent spinning over the line there. Bit of a confusing pace to follow that one. Things will eventually sort themselves out. Flash of flame from under Warren Darby's car there as the red flags come out. Saloon stock cars heat number 5. The result confirms a win for Austin Freestone in car number 3.41, ahead of Kyle Irvine second. It's third for Jordan Cassie, then Tommy Parrin and Dom Davies. Dean Mays taking 6th, ahead of Zach Gilmore. Harry Barnes was 8th. 9th for Stevie Honeyman and Lee Sampson rounding out the top 10.
So the winner of the Heat 5 for the 2-litre saloons is 3.41 Austin Freestone. Well done, Austin. You enjoy that race?
Yeah, it was right. It was a moderately easy race. There was, well, most of them were way back, but there was a few sneaking up who I thought were in the places, but obviously I didn't think I'd won it at the end. I thought there was a few ahead, so it wasn't too bad at all.
Well, that's good, and also you're involved in one of the most memorable crashes of 2021 so far in 2-litre saloons at Milden Hall. Yeah.
Well, you give it, you got to take it. So it'll be my turn soon to get it back.
Well, as I say, well done. As I say, I just saw you grinding the car. Have you got damage for tomorrow?
Yeah, no, nothing too major. Just a new front corner ready for the big race tomorrow. So.
I wish you the let you get back to it, get it done, and I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, lovely job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Last of the regular qualifying heats then, heat number 6 under the floodlights here at Skegness. One car pulling off onto the infield, the 1.24 of Andrew Matheson is a non-starter. Let's see who it's going to be this time then, getting those all-important qualifying points. No fewer than 32 cars out there for this one. The track has been absolutely packed with saloon stock cars in every heat so far. It's a big entry of well over 60 cars here this weekend. Here we go then with heat number 6. The green is down, 16 laps gets underway. Already 4 wide in the pack, and they haven't even reached the green flag yet. Tom Yule getting pushed wide there in the green. The 214 car. They start to sort themselves out. It's Ant Riley, number 282, who leads them around the opening lap. There he is, Snap Off as he's known from his days in the Bangers. It's Brister F2 as well. Cole Atkins under fire from Graham Chevel, I think that is the 661 brother of Stewart. Sparks flying as they slide down the fence. There's one car getting spun out in there on the home straight. That's the 26 of the Barnes family. That's Tommy Barnes. More sparks fly there from Cole Atkins as he attacks Buster Jr. Brad Compton Sage. And they're going everywhere. Barry Russell is in the middle of that. Somebody else gets walloped straight in. I'm trying to see who that was. I'll into that car in a moment. Phil Powell's been taken out in there in the 199 as well. He's not having a happy weekend. They settle down in the midfield then for the time being. Barnes under fire from West Star, and Nathan Alden as well, who came close to a win in Heat 1. West Starmer there on the outside in 525, one of many ex-Banger racers in this field. So our early leader is another ex-Banger man, Ant Riley, number 282. Hindsight may make under the Skegness floodlights. He diving for the infield there, that's Phil Powell. 504 Tony Elborn through the middle in the black and green machine there. 92 of Charlie Morphy is running well. More sparks fly as they hit the fence down the home straight. Somebody's come to grief there. I think that was Colin Savage, number 14. 601 there. That's Logan Bruce under fire from Buster Jr. Fires him wide into the wall. Tom Yule in there. Barry Russell as well. He's having a cracking season. The Scotsman William Mitchell is, oh, he's been taken out there well and truly backwards into the wall. Oh, this is brilliant stuff. Cars almost seem to go faster under the floodlights. Bouncing off the wall, sending sparks everywhere, just adding to the effect of night racing. 84 there, Carl Boswell in the middle of the pack. Cole Atkins, 399, 661 Graham Chevel, Buster Jr. The 171 in there as well. That's the car of Adam O'Dell, and somebody getting well and truly walloped straight in. A couple of cars going. Buster Jr. is one of them. So I can't quite tell who the other one was. Complete chaos there. Buster Jr.'s broken, I think, there. Yes, his car, I think, has lost its steering. He's out of the race. Oh, this is brilliant stuff here from the saloon stock cars. One car running around the fence. That's Buster trying to keep going. He's got no steering, just bouncing the thing off the wall all the way around, just hoping he keeps going. I think the other car might have been Jordan Cassie that got fired in up there. Tom Yule gets taken out. Also lost Cole Atkins there, 399, and Tony Elborn, 504 across the track there. Sorry, Danny Elborn, excuse me. 250 of Sam Parrin under fire. He gets stuffed into a pile-up straight into the side of the 951 of Robert Mawhinney. Also taken out in there, number 30 of Tom Howard. This is total mayhem. Lost track completely of who's leading. We'll pick that up in a moment. Where's the 229 car? That's Graham Anderson. Pack of about 10 cars together down the straight. Something's got to give here, surely. And that something is going to be Tom Howard and the 131 car. I think that's Timmy Barnes that has gone there. Another member of the Barnes family. They've been racing saloon stock since they began. Horry Barnes, of course, started the family's tradition of stock car racing. Couple of laps to go. Great cloud of smoke. There's cars being spun absolutely everywhere. About 6 cars getting spun out in there. Graham Chevel's come to grief. Somebody else goes out further round. Tom Howard's in the wall. I've got no idea who's leading this. 7-1 of O'Dell under fire. We're told that the leader is the 380 car of Lee Hopkins. We just caught a glimpse of him somewhere in the middle of all this. Yes, there he is. So we're told that Lee Hopkins 380 is the leader. Wait to see if the checkered flag goes down on him, because we are on the last lap. Impossible to follow this race. There's so much going on out there. I think I see a yellow light there. Yes, we were going to get the checkered flag that time through, so we might have a one-lap sprint for the line here. Or is the race going to be ended early? So the yellows are out. Not too sure why, but there's cars littering the raceway all round. Buster Jr. there being pushed by Tommy Barnes. Now, is that race going to be called early? Or are we going to have a one-lap dash for the line? Driver in discomfort on the raceway, unfortunately, the medical team being called for. It looks like we may have an early finish. Yes, race being called with Lee Hopkins the winner ahead of Aaron Totham second, early leader Ant Riley third, and Charlie Morphy and Nathan Alden rounding out the top five. Michael Allard sixth ahead of Barry Russell, then Tam Rutherford, Carl Boswell and 670 Ross Waters completing the top 10.
So the winner of the last heat of the Saturday night is Lee again, driving car number 380. A great drive there again. It's 2 wins in a night. You must be pleased.
I am indeed. It was a bit of a hectic night. There was stuff going everywhere, but we got there. We picked our way through. Enjoyable race.
Saloons are amazing to watch. What's it like to be in the thick of it and involved?
Hard, very hard. They're nothing like what I've driven before, but we've been thrown in at the deep end and we seem to be getting results at the moment, so it's been ideal.
Moving on to tomorrow, are you confident?
Well, been thrown in at the deep end. I hope I remember my armbands.
I'm sure you'll have fun tomorrow. As I say, there'll be plenty of contact, I've no doubt, in that main race tomorrow.
That's it. It's anyone's race tomorrow. Anyone who keeps a straight line and gets going.
Congratulations. Enjoy your Saturday night. Hopefully we'll speak again soon.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Well, some incredible hard-hitting action from the saloon boys and girls, as has been expected here at Skegness today. More coming up after this short break. Don't go away.